Hi, this is OBS. We're going to go through the software, through all the scenarios that you might be using to get your content online. So we'll start with the setup. Settings. Okay. On the setup screen, you'll see something called output. Click on output and you will pick the recording path, where it's your video you want to record to. So I created a folder called OBS tutorials on a drive called D, in a folder called work. So on a Mac, it'll be name of the drive, maybe the main hard drive or external hard drive. You'll set everything here so you know where to find your files when they're recorded. You will set the recording quality to high quality, medium format, or medium file size, and this is important. You want it MP4, not FLV, not any, well, you can pick anything you want, but MP4 is the best setting for you. It's universal. You could upload it to Kaltura. Kaltura understands what an MP4 is. All editing software, YouTube, everything uses MP4. So remember, MP4. And then the encoder, use the hardware default encoder. We just go to the video button. It says video on the left side, and you'll notice the different settings. Base canvas resolution 1920 by 1080. Output scale 1920 by 1080. This is standard HD. Nothing else to change. So you click apply, then you click OK, and then it will probably say, "Are you sure you want to make these changes? Do you want to revert?" You say OK anyway. The reason why we see this infinity screen is because we're literally capturing the screen as we were talking. It's capturing OBS, so it's showing infinity because it's seeing itself again and again and again. I'm going to set up a new, okay, you know what, let's do PowerPoint. So right now it's capturing screen 1, and to set up the screen to capture, you click on display capture, which is what we're using now. If you have multiple screens, you could actually choose to pick a different screen. We are using the default screen, the laptop screen, which happens to be display 1. You'll note it says 1920 by 1080. That's the maximum resolution of my laptop screen, and that's what we're recording at. So you could turn off the cursor so you don't see it recording. Turn it on again so you can see recording. It's up to you. I think it's easier if you see it, just in case you need it. But it does get distracting in a PowerPoint if you don't want to see it and you're just going slide to slide. You can literally turn it off. So we're going to keep it on. We'll click OK. So now, speaking of PowerPoint, we are going to show you how to set up a PowerPoint and load a PowerPoint. So it's loading PowerPoint. So I assume you know how to use PowerPoint. So you make sure you set up your PowerPoint correctly before you do this, because obviously you're not going to go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake." It's better that you go through your PowerPoint before you do the presentation, just a side note, because you don't want to try to correct something that you're recording. So go to slideshow for presentation, turn off all these auto things just in case it starts advancing the slide. You don't want that to happen. So, and wherever you are, do you want to start at the beginning or the slide that you're clicked on? We're going to start at the beginning, so start the presentation. Alright, so now first page, the good, the bad, and the ugly designs. First page. Advance the slide like you normally would. I mean, this is PowerPoint. So some little things that you might not use, you could actually now draw on your slide. We're using the built-in technology into PowerPoint. So you could circle things, point to a color, circle a word, draw on a PowerPoint. If you want to, just getting a little silly here. Now you could change colors actually too, if you wish to. Here's a nice green. I'm drawing green. I'll highlight this. Okay, we're done. So to advance the next page, same controls. You can actually change your pointer in PowerPoint to a laser pointer. This terrible design, parking machines stink. You can also do a highlighter, so you can highlight stuff. To get out of the annotation mode, you would hit escape. Great. So now you have your pointer back. You can point with your pointer as well, whatever you want to use. Down here to your left corner is where the controls are for you annotating the slides, blah blah blah. So you're done with your presentation, you do your closing remarks, If I have no more slides. Oh yeah, I do. I forgot. The worst website I've ever seen. So that's the bonus. So here's a terrible website. Well, to some people. And yeah, you could click on your link again. Let's see if this website's still up. It is up. Okay, so it changed a bit. Not much. Remember that you left your PowerPoint. So now you're using your browser. So to go back, you would have to click on your PowerPoint and obviously pick on your presentation that's running. If you could actually select the setup of PowerPoint, but if you want to go back to your actual presentation, click on that. So now you do your closing. These are bad designs, or good designs, or whatever. We're done. So hit escape. Don't disregard your annotations. You don't want to save those. I mean, you might. I don't know. Disregard. Close this. We're going to go back to your OBS. It's still recording. So you stopped recording. So now that we did PowerPoint, we're going to talk about video capture from a camera. Okay, so now you would activate a device. You would pick plus, and you would go to video capture device. You could name it something else like webcam, right? And click OK. And 90% of the time, it would be your webcam, and it would be the camera built into your laptop, default. You could change that. Like, say if your other camera's connected with adapters or whatnot, you would need an adapter from HDMI or whatever technology it's using to work with your laptop, and it usually will show up as a pull down on your device menu. Click OK. So now you're recording from your webcam, and it's only taking part of the screen, so you'd have to resize it. Well, you actually could reposition it. Unfortunately, you could only overlay video if you have another laptop. A source laptop showing your slides and another laptop showing your video. Well, you could use this laptop to show your video, but you would need another source laptop to show your slides underneath as another video source. You can't record overlays with the same system. So you could resize it, and there you go. You now have a full screen, and you could record. You could, do whatever you want to do. Talk to the camera, and when you're done, you could just stop recording. And when you stop recording, your file will be saved on designated hard drive, and that's it. So you could actually close your video capture by clicking on the eye and making a slash go through it. So any of these devices that are listed as sources, topmost gets priority, so it overlays the sources beneath it, except obviously for audio because there's no overlap in audio. So now we're back to screen grabbing, and it's looking at OBS again. So when you're done looking at OBS, you just click on, and when you're done with your presentation, because we're still recording, you just go to the side menu on your right that says, where it says recording, it should say stop recording, because obviously if it doesn't say stop, that means you never started recording. Be careful. Make sure you're clicking on record. I've done that too many times.